your neck brace is off.
Yes.
Your freedom of movement is back, correct?
Yes. My freedom of movement is back, and as I was just saying on Roku, to bring it into the radio audience,
Yes, sir.
I'm very grateful to you because you helped bring my recovery and the fact that I was in the neck brace into the public consciousness. And for those who don't know, I run a wrestling league called AEW.
Yes.
We're on TBS and TNT every week. We've got a show tonight on TBS, Wednesday Night Dynamite.
Yes.
I know a lot of people don't watch wrestling, but for those people who do, to be in the NFL draft and have somebody of your stature, Rich, mention.
Well, I was concerned for your welfare. You're sitting there in a neck brace. I've never seen an executive wearing a neck brace in the draft room. I mean, you are the chief football strategy officer of the Jacksonville Jaguars. I've not seen anybody in a draft room in a neck brace before.
This is like our Andy Kaufman moment, Rich.
So what were you doing, Tony? What the heck were you doing in the ring? What were you doing?
Well, so what happened is Jack Perry, he started in AEW 5 years ago on our first show. His name is Jungle Boy. He's Hollywood royalty. He's the son of the late, great Luke Perry.
Yes, indeed.
And Jack Perry's been with us since he was very young, and I've always had a great relationship with Jack. And there was a backstage incident. Jack went away for a while, almost on loan to New Japan Pro Wrestling. We worked it out. He had a visa. He was away from AEW. He did a great tour and really reestablished himself. I was excited to reinstate Jack into AEW. And the night before the draft, we met in the ring. I offered Jack his spot back. We shook hands. It was a great moment, or so I thought. Then he punched me with a microphone in the stomach, and Matt and Nick, the Young Bucks, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, who famously wrestled Sting in his last ever match. They were really with us from the beginning of AEW. They've been great friends of mine to this point. They helped me up, I thought, only to give me a spike pile driver. They'd renamed it the Tony Khan driver, the TK driver. I should have seen it coming. It had my name written all over it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Well, I was taken to the back. I was evaluated, and then they told me, you're injured. You need to stay in Jacksonville. And these guys just ran wild on AEW. I was trying to maintain order from Jacksonville remotely while I worked. And, of course, with the NFL draft, thankfully, I was able to work on the NFL draft. We had a show live in Jacksonville on Saturday right after the draft. So NFL Films was following me around in the neck brace while I ran back and forth from like a speed dating episode or like the Boy Meets World episode where Corey is both with the wrestling show and trying to date Topanga. And it was like that. And I was like, doing the undrafted free agency and going back and forth with AEW Collision, which was live after NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
Of course, like one of those crazy things. Of course, it was the first time in AEW history they asked us to go on early because the Celtics Heat game was a blowout, and they asked us to start 10 minutes early. So that was, of all the days, draft Saturday while I'm doing undrafted free agency, I had to run back over to Daly's place, start the show. It was something, and NFL Films shot the whole thing.
When are we seeing the contents of that?
Hopefully soon. I think they're putting together something. Last year, great chance to plug our friends here at Roku.
Sure. The pick is in.
The whole pick is in, my friend. Yes.
Right.
This is synergy. Last year, Roku filmed what I believe is their biggest documentary ever, which was the pick is in. It was the 2023 NFL draft following around the Cowboys, the Panthers, the Colts, and the Jaguars.
Right.
And they were with us throughout the draft. And then, coming out of the pick is in, they actually, the post-credits scene is I signed a player in undrafted free agency, Elijah Cooks. He was the only undrafted free agent that made the Jaguars. And I'm with him on the phone. And then we go the following Wednesday to Baltimore, and the crew came to AEW Dynamite. And this year we thought, let's bring AEW to Jacksonville. So we did the whole thing around the draft, bookended the draft Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to make for good content.
Dude. Okay. Is this part of the pick is in for the next year? Or we
I
don't know
hope
yet?
so. I hope we can do more with Roku.
Okay,
I'm not sure how the NFL Films is going to.
They shot it again. The pick is in is coming out again.
Well, I hope that's what it's going to be, is because this would be really good footage for it. And the neck brace was.
The neck is in.
Very good.
We can rename the documentary.
This is the stuff.
The neck is in.
Stuff that didn't make the Tom Brady roast.
When I did give you the shout out during the draft in your neck brace, I did say through the television screen, I would like that neck brace. I would like you to sign it, and I would like to auction it off for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Yes.
And you indicated a 100% yes. And is that the neck brace that's in the chair right next to you?
That is the neck brace. And I'll tell you what, Rich,
Yes,
I'm going to sign it, and I'm going to be the one to buy the auction, and I'm going to keep it here at the show, and I will buy it for $100,000.
Wow!
To St. Jude's, and for you in the show, and let's keep the neck brace here. And is that okay?
Yes, beyond. And it is beyond. Your generosity is overwhelming. And I thank you. My God.
Well, it's on behalf of
Tony.
AEW, and for AEW and the Rich Eisen Show, I would gladly put $100,000 into St. Jude's and Run Rich Run. And I think, Rich, what you do for St. Jude's with Run Rich Run is one of the best things anybody in football does. And I respect the heck out of it. And that's why, on behalf of AEW, I'd like to sign this neck brace and keep it here with all your great memorabilia.
Yeah, buddy.
And then I'll donate $100,000.
There you go, Tony Khan. All right, here we go.
Let's go.
Get the Sharpie.
Let's do it.
There
And
it is.
The lefty, the southpaw.
Putting his Tony Khan on it.
Yeah.
The TK driver.
The AEW.
Survivor.
AEW. That's a Bret Hart reference.
Very good.
For TJ, I don't know if TJ don't like
There
that.
is, yeah,
He
he's
likes that. There-
photographing
That's
it right
fantastic.
now.
By the way,
You are so kind.
ask TJ about his shirt.
There it is. TJ, go sit down,
Nice shirt, TJ.
please. There it is.
Wow.
This is what helped him survive the TK driver. It is game used, if you will, draft used. Thank you.
God bless you.
Oh my God,
Amazing.
bless you, and on behalf of everyone at St. Jude, bless you.
That's
Thank you.
incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.